So in front of me right now, I got the 9 different steps that I'll personally take if I was looking to start a brand new eBay dropshipping business right now. And that's exactly what I'm doing, because as you can see, I've recently built up a brand new eBay account that I'm going to start listing products on for me to generate sales over the next few months. But if you're currently a complete beginner and you haven't taken the first step, then of course, step number 1 is for you to sign up and verify all your details. And when I say verify all of your details, what this means is that you need to make sure that you confirm your email address, your telephone number, your identity, your bank account. These are the things that you need to make sure that you do from day one to prevent any delays when it comes to you being approved as an eBay seller. Once you've done all of that, the next thing you need to do after that is to build your feedback and your selling limit. So for those of you that are brand new to the world of selling on eBay, essentially eBay is built on a feedback system, which means that buyers can leave sellers feedback, but sellers can also leave buyers feedback too. And there's 3 different options when it comes to leaving feedback. You can either leave positive, neutral, or negative. But before you get started when it comes to building your eBay business in a serious way, you need to make sure that you build up as much positive feedback as possible. And I always advise beginners to get their feedback score to at least 50 or 100 minimum. However, as you can see with this brand new eBay account that I've been working on for the past 2 or 3 months now, I've got the feedback score to around 348. And of course, this is much higher than what I recommend beginners to do. But if you are able to get it to a higher amount, then you're going to give yourself the best chances for you to make sales whenever a customer comes across your listing. And when it comes to building up your selling limit, the way that eBay works is that they don't give you a high limit straight away if you're a brand new seller, because they want to make sure that you're not selling counterfeit goods or poor quality items to their customers. And for them to be able to monitor that effectively, they need to cap the amount of items that you can list. So going back to this eBay account that I'm currently working on, I'm currently allowed to list up to 1,000 different items every month, and I'm also allowed to list items up to the value of £15,000. So you want to try and work on this ASAP. You want to try and get your selling limit to a high amount, because the higher your selling limit is, ultimately you're going to be able to list more products, which is going to increase your chances of being able to make more money. So the next thing that you need to consider doing ASAP is to switch from a personal account to a business account. And the reason why you want to do this is because the business account was intended for people that are looking to take their eBay business more serious. I would say that the personal account is realistically made for people that are looking to sell items that are lying around the house, which means that you're going to be limited to the amount of features and the amount of things that you're going to be able to do when it comes to progressing your eBay business further. So make sure you remember this, because it's going to help you run your eBay business a lot more effectively. And moving on to the 4th step, which is that you need to find a winning eBay product to sell. So when it comes to me building any e-commerce business, it doesn't even need to just be a eBay business. I always like to make sure that whatever product I'm going to sell, I'm going to find relatable products within the same category and essentially build a brand. And this is the same advice that I'll give to you. But of course, if you're at the start of your e-commerce journey or your eBay journey, then you may want to sell a bunch of different products for you to kind of get an idea of what's selling well. And when it comes to you being able to find a winning product and figure out exactly what's selling well, the way that you can do it is by going over to eBay, clicking on shop by category just like that, and then you're going to be able to see all of these different options. But what you can do to see even more categories is by clicking on this option over here. And then from this point, you're going to see all of these different categories and subcategories, but I'm just going to click any one of them and then I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do next. All right, so I clicked on bicycle accessories, and as we can see, there's all of these different items. However, if we scroll down, eBay is going to show us which items within this subcategory is currently being purchased the most. And one thing that I can notice is that backlight seems to be very prevalent. So there's one there, there's one over here, one over here, one over here, one over here. There's multiple different types of bike lights that seem to be performing well right now according to eBay. But for me to validate all of this information, I'm going to go over to Zik Analytics, which is a product research tool when it comes to finding the best winning products to sell. And I'm going to type in bike light right there. And as you can see, in the last 30 days alone, over £46,000 was spent on any item that has the keyword bike light in the title. And there's also a 71% successful listing rate. So to me, this is definitely an item that if I was to list myself, I'm most likely going to make a sale. And the good thing about using Zik Analytics is that if we scroll down over here, we're going to be able to see the best performing items right now in terms of the model, in terms of the types of bike lights that people are buying within the last 30 days. So using this information is going to help us get a better idea of which one exactly we should sell. So once you've gotten to the point where you found at least 5, 10, 15 different winning products that you can list on your store, the next thing that you need to do after that is choose a related store name. So whether you're looking to go down the route of building a niche eBay store or a general one, it doesn't really matter. You just need to make sure that you pick a related eBay store name, because the mistake I see so many beginners making is that they will maybe use their own name, whether their name is John Smith. You'll see that as their eBay store name, and that's not very professional. In my own opinion, I believe that one of the first things that a customer is going to look at is your store name, because it's right next to your eBay feedback, and then from there they're going to make a judgment on whether or not you're someone that's worth buying from. So again, make sure that you remember this step when it comes time for you to start growing and building your eBay business. And swiftly moving on to the 6th step, which is that you need to sign up to your chosen supplier. So in my opinion, I believe that the 3 best ones that a beginner should do a little bit more research into is Alibaba.com, maybe AliExpress, and CJ Dropshipping. And the main reason for this is that if we go over to eBay's policy on whether or not dropshipping is even allowed and scroll down over here, it says dropshipping where you fulfill orders directly from a wholesale supplier is allowed on eBay. But it does say down here that, however, listing an item on eBay and then purchasing the item from another retailer or marketplace that ships directly to your customers is not allowed on eBay. Activity that doesn't follow eBay's policy could result in a range of actions, including ending or cancelling listings, hiding or demoting all listings, buying or selling restrictions, account suspensions, etc., etc. And the main point that I'm trying to make right now is that companies like CJ Dropshipping or even Alibaba.com don't fall under the category of a retailer or marketplace, because companies like this were created with the intention of being a supplier. So whichever one that you decide to go with, you just need to make sure that you sign up to them. Go through the website so that you understand exactly how to navigate it, so that you know exactly how to find the best quality items at the best prices. Moving on to step number 7, which is that you need to start listing products onto your store using eBay SEO. Now, eBay SEO stands for eBay Search Engine Optimization, and what this basically means is that eBay is essentially a search engine. You know, people go on there, they type in a specific keyword, and then eBay's job is to now show the right product to that person. So understanding exactly how to place the right keywords in the right places within your listing is definitely going to give you an advantage and help your listing get ranked as high as possible, so that you're going to be able to make the most money possible. And moving on to step number 8, which is that you want to automate the process. And what this means is that you want to figure out exactly what you can do to save time when it comes to processing all of the orders that you're getting, as well as saving time when it comes to listing products. And one of the best softwares out there that's going to be able to help you with that is called AutoDS. And the way that AutoDS works is that you're going to be able to sign up to them by using the 30-day trial link in my description down below. Once you've done that, you're going to be able to now link your eBay store to the AutoDS platform, and you're also going to be able to start adding products to your AutoDS account, which is going to get automatically added to your eBay store for customers to buy. And the way that it's going to be able to save you time is that you're going to be able to set up templates in your AutoDS account, and you're also going to be able to use the bulk listing feature. So with a few clicks of a button, you're going to be able to go over to your supplier's website and add around 20, 30, 40 different winning products to your store within 30 minutes, instead of you spending hours and hours copy and pasting the images as well as the description and the title. And another way that you're going to be able to automate your entire eBay dropshipping business is by using a feature called auto fulfillment, which is where every single time that a customer buys something from you, you're going to be able to configure your AutoDS account so that the orders are going to get shipped out automatically, which is going to free up your time so that you can focus on other aspects of your business. So don't forget that if you do want to sign up with them, there's a 30-day trial link in my description down below. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much in advance. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And if you want to sign up to a completely free webinar where I go through my story as to what I needed to learn when it came to me getting to the point of making $1,000 with my eBay business as a complete beginner, you can watch that free webinar by clicking the first link in the description down below. Or if you rather watch another YouTube video where I break down some other tips that you need to know when it comes to making money online with eBay dropshipping that I didn't really touch on in today's video, then you can click the link right there. Check that video out straight after this one because it's already helped out so many people, and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.